All right. Enough talking, training, and tests. It's time to go after the Nazis. We're sending you into occupied France.
Yes, sir.
Your first mission is to make contact with the French resistance. You'll be working with a cell led by Manon Baptiste, who's been our eyes and ears on the ground since the war started. Your rendezvous will be along the coast, the St. Catherine Lighthouse. The Germans are using it as an observation post. The resistance will give you a signal when it's safe to come ashore. You'll have 3 days to assist the resistance, gather intelligence on German activity, and sabotage targets of opportunity. I'm talking about a small communications relay or a fuel truck, not anything like blowing up a train or destroying Gestapo headquarters. This is your first OSS mission. Baby steps. Now I want to introduce you to Huxley, our quartermaster. She'll get you set up with what you need, plus she'll give you some nice goodie bags for the resistance. 3 days in and out. Keep it simple. I'll see you on the other side. Dismissed.
Hello, I'm Huxley, your quartermaster. I'm here to brief you on weapons, gear, and all the threats you'll face. I'm backed up by a full model shop, a sewing brigade, and the best gunsmiths the Allied nations have to offer. Have a look around. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. The MP-40, a deadly German submachine gun. It has a slower firing rate than the American M1A1, but in the right hands, it can be more lethal. The MP-40 has reliable accuracy and a slightly larger magazine. It has the lowest firing rate among all automatic weapons. However, the MP-40 doesn't go wild like other automatic weapons do when firing the entire magazine at once. That's why the Germans love it. The K98K. In the right hands, a weapon of extreme lethality. Every shot with the K98K is perfectly accurate when you hold it two-handed. Remember, all bolt-action weapons require racking the bolt between every shot, but the bolt can be racked with either hand. Well, this is quite the treat. Your friend Marcel made this custom for you in his workshop. Talk about something that goes boom. It's easily the most lethal sidearm we have at close range, though it comes with a massive bullet spread. There's also an intense kickback when firing quickly one-handed. Either hold it with both hands while firing, or take a short pause between each shot to account for the recoil. Spent shells can be ejected by simply jerking the weapon in any direction. After new shells are loaded, the barrels can be reset in the same one-handed way. The semi-automatic P08 pistol. The Nazis love this weapon. If you get your hands on one in the field, be sure to show them the love back. As with other German pistols, the P08 has a larger magazine, but is slightly less accurate.
Huxley, what is the lieutenant holding?
A Higgins Industries PT boat. We have PT 305 at our disposal, and she has one of the best crews in the American Navy. They're gonna sneak you into France under the cover of darkness, then return in 3 days to pick you up. Don't be late.
Huxley, what is the lieutenant holding?
The bomb maker on Mano's resistance team, Marcel, is quite the tinkerer. I've heard you open a secret passage to his workshop by playing the French national anthem on his piano.
Huxley? Who's that?
The French resistance is made up of men and women from all walks of life. Everyday people who are risking their lives to liberate their country from the Nazis.
Huxley, who is that?
Imagine if your country was taken over by the most powerful nation on Earth. What would you do? Collaborate? Surrender? Or resist? You'll be encountering mostly General Wehrmacht troops as you travel the French countryside. But be careful. Even the most junior soldier has gone through extensive training.
Huxley? Who's that?
The Gestapo. The Nazis' secret police. Filled with miscreants and degenerates who couldn't make it in the regular army. The Gestapo terrorizes the civilian population at every opportunity.
Huxley? Who's that?
Watch out for the Waffen-SS. They are the elite of the German military. Highly trained and extremely lethal. They should be feared and eliminated.
Huxley, who is that?
The Gestapo often work with French collaborators, who are traitors in the worst way. Not only do they help the Third Reich, they do it by betraying their neighbors, their friends, even their families. I can't imagine how tough it is for the resistance. Not only are they fighting the Nazis, they're fighting their own countrymen.
They will take pride this time. I'd rather save them.
Huxley? What's that?
When conducting sabotage in the field, you'll often attach explosives to your target. In lieu of dynamite, practice attaching one thing to another with this decidedly non-explosive piece of paper. Then, light it on fire. Follow the instructions to ignite the lighter. Sometimes the smallest spark can bring down the largest target.
Huxley, what is that?
When blowing something up, the detonator is what kicks off the festivities. Use both hands and push down on the plunger. Good luck on your first mission, Lieutenant. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again in a few days.
Keep an eye on the lighthouse. We're supposed to look for a signal. Works for me. That explosion got the attention of all the German patrols in the area. This place is about to be crawling with Nazis. Lieutenant, we need you to eliminate all incoming enemies, while Ali and I help Minot with the supplies. Load up on ammunition and first aid. The Germans will be there any second. Lieutenant, looks like enemy reinforcements are heading up the road. Be ready.
Das war die letzte Kugel! Das amerikanische Gesocks hat keine Munition mehr! Das Gewehr hat keine Muni mehr! Pistoler! Running out!
German patrols. Search the house for German documents. The nose says the Nazis have a code book in there. Keep looking for the code book, Lieutenant. I'm sure it's in the house somewhere. Excellent work, Lieutenant. Always keep your eye out for code books and reconnaissance photos. Every bit of information will help us win the war. And who knows, you might be able to liberate some music for your record collection. Stand by, Lieutenant. We're heading your way. Then it's on to Dubuisson.
This is our base of operations. The village of Dubuisson. Most people here are good, but we must operate in the shadows. You never know where the Gestapo has eyes.
How bad have things gotten?
The German occupation has turned every neighbor into a possible enemy.
That's terrible.
I will do anything to get the Nazis out of my country. The Third Reich is ruthless, but so is the French resistance. I grew up here. My old school teacher still lives in that house. My grand-père was the village tailor. My parents owned the bicycle shop. That's the boucherie, where my brother worked. And here we are, our secret base.
Welcome to my bookstore.
Marcel has a special workshop upstairs. For things you know, like a boom.
We have a serious problem. Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is. Against my wishes, Juliette works inside, undercover as a clerk. She's seen a dramatic increase in radio transmissions and coded messages.
What's it all about?
They have something, I don't know what, locked away on the second floor. I can't get near it. They've even brought in the Waffen-SS.
We need to find out, but our usual source of information has suddenly gone quiet. He knows what's going on.
Is he a high-ranking German?
Worse, he's French. A collaborator. His name is Louis Metz. He used to be mayor of this town, but he has now betrayed everything and everyone.
But if he's a Nazi collaborator, why does he help you?
Because we have photographs.
Whatever propels Rui to betray his nation also propels him to drink. And, other excesses.
This man is depravity incarnate. Have no doubt he will do anything to save his own skin. But something has him spooked badly enough that he broke off contact with us 2 weeks ago. And we're going to go after him.
So we're gonna kill him?
No. Kidnap.
Lieutenant, this is a perfect spot for our ambush. We need you. To clear out the checkpoint first. Lieutenant, this is a perfect spot for our ambush, but we need you to clear out the checkpoint first. Lieutenant, this is a perfect spot for our ambush, but we need you to clear out the checkpoint first.
En mano, droppeur! Hat's erwischt! Das ist ordentlich wehgetan.
Lieutenant, this is a perfect spot for our ambush, but we need you to clear out the checkpoint first.
Irgendwo hier muss der Feind sein. Hab jemanden erwischt.
Lieutenant, this is a perfect spot for our ambush.